Welcome to Crypto Millionaires Club. This is Bitcoin Wednesday. I am your host, Brian, and I see Vance is on, so let's pull him up here. Vance, you on?
I'm in here.
There he is. How you doing tonight?
Good.
It's been a while. Sorry, everybody. We've kind of had a busy month. You know, we had holidays. We had Thanksgiving. We had Black Friday. We had elections. So Vance has been busy in Arizona with election stuff going on and a lot of things there. So that's kept you busy for a while, right, Vance?
Yeah, it has.
I've been busy, and unfortunately, we've just had about 3 weeks off, and so it's good to be back. Good to be back. I wish it was under better circumstances, but it is what it is. The crypto market is not at the best right at the moment.
Say the least.
Dude, I was just looking at my paper because I keep track every week, you know. And the last show we did was November 7th. So it's been almost a month. The market cap was at $215 billion. And right now we're sitting at $120 billion. So almost $100 billion down in the last month. And Bitcoin has dropped in price almost in half, 64.86 to 37. So it's been quite a month.
Yeah,
month to forget, in my opinion.
That's actually a good tagline, the month to forget, but it's been the last
forget,
2
but
months.
This could be the year.
Yeah, I know.
This could be the year to forget, really. I mean, last year was the year to remember, and this year is the year to forget. So I'm ready for a 2019 that'll be prosperous and good to us again. So we can kill some of these bulls off or these bears and get the bulls coming again. So
yeah.
Anyways, what's going on in your world? Should we? I mean, we know everybody knows the market's down. Everything's down every day. It keeps going down a little bit, and I don't know what to make of it. Just don't know what's going on. Wild West, really.
I'm kind of at a loss right now, other than the fact that we know there are legitimately some. We know there's investors coming in. They're going over the over the counter OTC locations and stuff. We know banks are building. I mean, they're building platforms. They're building investment portfolios around crypto right now. So why are we seeing such a down in the market? And it's because, for one, they're not going through exchanges. They're buying cash out kind of deals, basically through OTC. But at the same time, they don't want us to know how much is going into the market right now, how much money they're putting into the market, and they're artificially keeping those numbers low. So there is some manipulation going on without. I mean, we all know that there is manipulation going on, but banks are putting money in. Investors are putting money in. There was an article the other day that came out talking about how one investment firm says they now own 1% of all Bitcoin. So that means they've had to be buying. They've had to be buying all year.
Yeah.
Okay. With the price as low as it is.
And that's not being reflected on the coin market cap, and because we don't see any of those transactions. They want to keep us scared. Market's dying, going to pot. You know, they want us to keep selling our Bitcoin and our different products while they continue to buy it up behind the scenes. Next thing you know, market's going to turn around and everybody's going to be, I shouldn't have sold. Well, you're right. You shouldn't have sold. Yeah. That was their tactic. Get you to sell it, then drive the price up. So I don't know. It's some are really surprising me too. I mean, Ethereum surprised me. It went down in the like $90 range or something. It's sitting at $102 right now, from an all-time high of $1,400 or $1,500, I believe. XRP's at 33 cents.
Still in the number 2 slot too.
Yeah, Litecoin's at $29. I mean, some of these big coins are super good buys. I keep really thinking, I keep wondering about Cardano a lot, you know. I I just feel like it's going to have a breakout again sometime. And I just don't, it was hovering around 7 or 8 cents, 9 cents. And I kept thinking, I want to buy a little bit more of it. And now it's at just over 3 cents.
Yeah.
And it was over $1. It was over $1 coin. So if it hits $1 again, you can 20 times your investment on that one as well, with a pretty low amount getting into it.
Right. The big issue is just when. That's the big question on everybody's tongue and mind and everything else right now is when. When does this go?
Right.
When is this going to take off? When is it going to change?
Yep. I mean, that's Electroneum price a few weeks ago, 3 cents. I mean, that's, and it's already proven to hit $1. So I don't know. I just look at some of these and I think, man, I remember last year when I was wishing I got into them at these prices, and then all of a sudden they jumped up a lot,
Yeah.
But some of these, I mean, Lisk is $1.34. It was a $40 coin. I mean, some of these, I mean, Verge is back at 0.5 cent. That's where I originally bought Verge at, was about 0.5 cent. Should have sold it when it was 20 cents, not 10.
Oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yep. I did. At least I sold it at 10 cents, which was nice. But then we know I bought, if you followed us on here, I bought, what was that coin called? Bar.
Bar.
Titanium. So I lost all my profits on that I had made on Verge. So where are we sitting at Electroneum? I saw Electroneum's gone down a little bit, and it's dropped in the rankings a little bit as well. It's down to 63 right now at 0.7 of a cent. I don't know. It doesn't worry me too much on that. I mean,
it's following the trend as everything else. I mean, if you go look at the price graph, the 7-day price graph, they're all doing the exact same thing. So it hasn't changed any differently from what the rest of the market's already doing. So,
right. Let's see if we got any. We got some viewers on here. Let's see if anybody's got any questions. People have missed us. Look at all these people popping up. Awesome. Yeah. It's
the thing is, even though we're seeing the market down, there's still so much going on.
So much going on behind the scenes. You're right.
That's what's so crazy is there's still so much going on. I mean, there's articles coming out every day about, XRP this and Bitcoin that and Electroneum here. That hasn't stopped anybody. The fact that the price is down, they're still making their way into the 99% is basically what it's coming down to. They're still making their deals. They're still, trying to do mass adoption. That hasn't changed anything. And it was kind of interesting. I don't know if anybody saw today, but Sean, Crypto for the People, released a video today, and it was talking about Christmas, how he was buying Christmas gifts with his ETN for certain things. And he goes, even though the market's down, he goes, we still have to show a use case for crypto. We still got to be buying stuff with it, because that's where the big guys we want. He goes, we want Richard Eldes to go in and make all these big deals. Well, how is Richard Eldes supposed to show a use case scenario if no one's actually using Electroneum, that everybody just bought it and held, right?
Right.
So he goes, we still got to use it. So whether that means that you're buying $100 worth of ETN a month to spend, because he goes, you're going to spend that money anyway, $100 you're going to spend on Christmas anyway. Why not put it into ETN and spend it through ETN? Now that's kind of where you're going to lose a little bit of money. We already know this, because by being able to buy directly ETN is still not a reality. I know it's supposed to be, but it's still not. I mean, there's still going to be some fees there to buy $100 worth of crypto and then convert it into ETN, or just to buy it directly. You're still going to have some exchange fees. Okay. And then basically to buy and use it, well, there's still very limited spaces. I mean, you're going to go to Core Merch basically, or the ETN site basically to buy some stuff. That's going to be about it. There's still not a lot out there, because officially the ETN instant payment app is still kind of like beta. I mean, we're past beta, but there's only a select few that are still allowed to use it right now. It hasn't gone global or viral or however you want to call that yet. So not everybody that wants it can just jump on and use it. The other thing is we still don't have the iOS app. So there's still some things that have got to come out. Now, there's been some really good YouTube videos that have come out with Chris Gorman. Right. I mean, there's the guys over there. So you've got Mick over at Crypto All About Tech, and then you got Truthful Rob, you got Sean. I mean, there was a group of them that actually got on and did these interviews with Chris Gorman, which are really cool because they were just able to ask questions, and he was able to explain everything that's going on and how much has been involved, and that it's a huge process. And if you're just thinking this is just the little Electroneum team, think of what the big guys are doing. I mean, think about Litecoin with the Lightning Network, about what they're trying to do. Think about, I hate bringing up XRP, but think about what XRP is doing with freaking every bank, central bank in the world that they're trying to get in with right now. I mean, that's why they're in the number 2 position. Okay. So there's a lot going on out there right now. I mean, and this is just what we know about. I mean, you got to understand all these companies like Stellar and EOS and, I mean, any of the top 10 really, Tron, Cardano, Monero, they've all got teams behind those coins. They're all still pushing, trying to make forward. Maybe it's not hitting news and headlines, or you're not in a group where you're hearing it, but there's still a lot going on out there, even though we all freak out when Bitcoin drops, in double digits, percentage wise. And, we're looking at what's Bitcoin right now, 3,700, 3,760, it's like, man, not the greatest. It doesn't give a lot of it doesn't help the market. It doesn't help future investors, layman investors, I should say. It doesn't help newbies. It doesn't help the 99%. Now, does that help someone who's got money coming into it? Yeah, I wish I had a lot more money to throw into it. I mean, because I'm buying it for cheap right now. So does that mean
some of these prices are better than what we bought at last fall?
Yeah. So does that mean that people aren't buying? No, that just means people aren't buying in public. They're not buying on exchanges. They're buying bulk, on private, not exchanges, but basically they're making an exchange, but on a private network. They're doing it person to person, maybe, but
just like Sean did in the beginning. I mean, you met people and you traded Bitcoin and stuff that way, not online.
Right. But I think if people really, I do believe right now though, that people really started saying, "Oh, I have $20,000. I want to go put into Bitcoin," or let's say people got together as a group buy and we're doing $100,000, $200,000, right? As a group to try and go buy. You might have a hard time trying to come up with the Bitcoin, especially if there's investors out there saying they already own 1% of all the Bitcoin that's been released. Think about it. I mean, easily overnight, that price of Bitcoin of when someone goes, okay, we need to start buying, or there's a turn in the market, something comes out to where, people really want to start buying again. I'll bet you that price is going to go up really, really fast, because you want to know why? It's all been bought. There's not going to be a lot of it. There's not going to be a lot of it out there circulating around to buy.
Right. It's been bought. And the other thing is you've got a lot of people that still bought in at higher prices than it is right now that are not selling their Bitcoin because they're not willing to take a loss. If they spent $6,500 or $12,000 or whatever, they're still holding on to their Bitcoin because they believe in it. Now there's people that got scared and did sell out early. And, but I think, you're right. There's not a lot of extra Bitcoin out there to go around.
Yeah. I need to go back and look at the volumes for Bitcoin. What was the volume actually trading around? Because right now we're looking at the volume today was 3 million something, or 20. What was it? 5 million. Okay. Or 5 billion. Sorry.
5.5
billion.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
was Bitcoin.
5.5 billion.
It's just now. Now here's the thing though. What when you go back and look at that of what that volume was, say a month ago, when the market cap was twice that.
Are you looking at the
Yep.
history?
So I was going to try and pull up here, but my computer doesn't want to deal with me. Historical data. There we go. Now let's go back 30 days. Hang on here with me.
I'm hanging on. Ethereum, just looking at Ethereum too. Its volume's 2 billion in the last 24 hours as well.
Right.
You know, I don't know if people are selling or buying.
Yeah. And that's the thing. We go back and we look at what's our volume for. Geez, I'm just looking at our volume in the last month, and it just fluctuates. I mean, it goes from 3 to 8, and then back again, really low.
Really?
Yeah, it just jumps back and forth. And this is like the last 3 months I'm looking at here. This is Bitcoin. You know, 3 to 8 billion, where it just fluctuates back and forth, back and forth. But it's enough that it's dropping the price down. So I mean, they're deflating the value. Market caps dropped by half in that amount of time. That's what's just so crazy, is how much the market cap has dropped. So that means there's people pulling money out or selling anyway, but at very discounted rates. Yeah, but at very discounted rates, basically, and bringing it down. So I don't know. Right. There's a lot of research that needs to be done there, and unfortunately, I haven't been doing any of it. So,
you know, it's I know we've both been really busy this past month, and things going on or whatever. And you know, when the market gets like this, it gets a little depressing, and there's nothing to want to talk about. You see a lot less videos coming out across the spectrum on the market. You know, there's a lot of videos on specific things and specific coins and stuff like that, and we tend to talk a lot about Electroneum here on this group. You know, we're big into Electroneum, and I think there are some big things still going on in Electroneum. Now they expanded the KYC until the end of the year. Is that right, Vance?
Sure.
Isn't that right? I think it's the end of the year.
I haven't even paid attention to KYC.
Originally, it was November. It was like they expanded it to the 1st of November or whatever. Yeah. But then they came out and said that they're going to do it till the end of the year because they want everybody that can to make sure that they're KYC compliant, or at least has that option, whether or not they want to be.
Right. That's right. It was November 12th was the initial date, but I wanted to pull up the news. Let's see here. I just went to the Electroneum site to pull up news, but you're right. November 12th was the original date on that, and if they did extend it, I have not even paid attention.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, they did extend it till the end of the year.
Huh.
So that's why I think that they're still, you know, the market's low and they're still got other things that they want to bring out and stuff. And, you know, we're still waiting on the, like you said, the Apple iOS app. It's all ready to go. The beta's been done on it. I don't know why it's not out yet. I haven't heard any more news on it.
We're coming up on the year of waiting on that, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they were going to have it out in November, and you know, I'm really not sure what the holdup is. If they're trying to get that to where they've got the what they call that, the cloud mining and stuff, but I don't care about the cloud mining. Just release the app. I want to be able to have my coins on my phone. So if I want to make a transaction from my phone, I can. Android users can do that right now. The Apple users can't.
That's just the wallet solution.
I just want the wallet. I just want at least. I want to be able to see the wallet. You know, I don't care if it's, you know, you can come out and release the mobile mining app or cloud mining app after the fact if you want. I really don't care. But I want to be able to have my wallet on my phone, so I can see it and use it if I want that way.
With the instant payment option on it, so you just scan the code and send. Yeah.
I got my phone with me all the time. I don't have my computer with me all the time. So I want to get it on my phone. That's the whole point of it. Where is it? So that's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, no, I agree. All us iOS
Of course,
users.
I don't want to spend any of it now. I want to buy $100 worth and use it for Christmas next year when it's 1,000.
There you go.
I don't want to buy $100 worth and spend 70 of it right now. So I don't know. I was out and about a lot today, and I listened to the interview not the interview, but the podcast with Chris Gorman and all those guys that you were talking about. And they were talking about the use case scenarios and how it's important for us to use it and show that we're using it. It's like we already have all these coins that we can transfer money. We can transfer Bitcoin from here to there, Bitcoin from here to there, Litecoin from here to there, Ethereum from here to there. But what are you buying with it? What are you actually real life using it for? Nobody cares about transferring money right at the moment. What can you buy with it? So they want people to get out and use it, and you start seeing a few more shops here and there opening up and that are accepting ETN, and it's super fast and it works great. And so let's get out there and get some more real life uses from it. And that's what they want. They want people to continue to use it. But if you've spent more than a penny for it, you don't really want to use it at the moment because you don't want to. You're buying stuff 70 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
Or just, you're paying $1.30 for something that's $1, so we need the price to go back up, but it's falling into that trap. It's the whole market's down, and thus we're caught up in the whole market as well. And we're down as well.
So unfortunately, we're not, whatever Bitcoin is going to do, the rest of the market's pretty much going to do. There's not much we can do about it. I mean, you can say, we need to get different pairings, all this stuff on different exchanges. So we have fiat pairings so where we can buy directly with fiat and all that stuff. Well, that's all good and said, but the fact is it's not the truth.
Yeah.
Bitcoin still is majority of the market. And I mean, I know XRP's in second, but yeah, there's still a huge market cap out there that we can see. And that's the thing. Coin market cap doesn't show us truthfully how much has been invested or what is being invested into these, especially with the OTC apps.
Right.
So,
right.
And I mean, when you talk about OTC, we're talking about like Circle or Square or whatever it is, Abra, the stuff where you can just buy directly with your bank account. And it puts it on an app that doesn't actually show up on any exchange anywhere. So CoinMarketCap's not going to track that. And that's where we're getting a lot of private sales, with the bigger investors. And that's why a lot of what they're doing is not going to show up. But
right. Yeah. I'm just puzzled by it. I mean, I know it's going to come back. I just I'm puzzled at how low it's going to go until I can keep scaring people off, right?
True. And we hear that 3,000 might be the low, but it's funny. I mean, we're at 37.57 right now, according to mine. Refresh here, but the thing is, we were just at 42 earlier this week. 4,200. So
we had been down to 38 or so, and it bounced back up to 42.
Right. So now we're back down. Now we're back down a little bit. We're bouncing around like crazy right now. I mean, we're a 10% swing is no big deal right now, almost. And it's even higher than that. It's actually percentages higher than that, but 10%. I mean, that we're swinging that within a day or two right now. And where we're closer to probably 15-16%, and truthfully, in a 7-day period. So the way it's swinging, but I don't know.
Yep, crazy prices. IOTA at 25 cents. Oh man, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's lots of good buys on here.
There is, but at the same time, it's like, don't give up yet.
Yeah.
Don't give up yet. I mean, this is how every time large investors and banks and everything else have, investment groups, whatever, have got into something, into world changing technology, whatever that may be, economic, most of it's going to be economic. This is always what happens. Basically, they scare everybody off, try and buy it out, and take control of it while it's low, and then they'll let the price come back up on its own afterwards, where they own majority share, and then that's how the rich stay rich. But we're in it, so just don't give up because it's low. Just don't give up. I mean, and everybody's like, "Well, I'm taking a loss." Well, that's fine. Count it up as a loss. Don't sell it. Just forget about it for a while and let it come back.
Only a loss if you sell it.
Yeah, and then be happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So you might be in the hole, but it's not a loss unless you sell it.
Yeah.
So there's, if people are paying attention to stuff a little bit, they've been showing. You've seen a lot of things about Amazon and how Amazon went from, I can't remember how high it was, and it dropped all the way down to $3 after everything kind of crashed. And look where Amazon is today. So.
Yeah,
it's kind of the same thing, I mean, Bitcoin's lost, all of them are down 90% or so, in the market, and it's just a matter of time. They're all gonna bounce back up, and he who holds on gets the gains. I guess that's a Confucius say. He who holds never lets go. I don't know.
You just Confucius me.
I Confucius you. I Confucius me. It must be late. I'm tired. It's been a long day. And like I said, there's not a lot to talk about. I mean, it was a good interview. If you have a chance to go listen to those podcasts and stuff with Chris Gorman, with Electroneum, he's funny because he talks super fast and nobody understands him, but he's kind of like, he's just funny to listen to, because he's so excited, and this guy's done a lot of amazing things with mobile technology and stuff. And so it's kind of excited to see him and how he feels about it, as well as some of the other guys in the industry, like you mentioned. And so I think there's lots of good things going. One of the things that I heard that was talked about with him a week ago, I think it was, they asked him about the money situation with Electroneum, because when we were first getting in and Bitcoin was going up, and how was Electroneum handling their money? Had they converted any of it to fiat? What had they done? And he was very blunt that they have plenty of money in the coffers right now to do everything that they need to do. That Richard Ells is very conservative, and I mean, when they spend $1, they want to get 10 times their money back in value. And so that he says they're very good at marketing and getting the best bang for their buck, and so that's good to hear. I mean,
the social media marketing that's free, word of mouth, and they've grown such a huge fan base. I mean, when you've got 2 million people behind you, it doesn't take much to get the word out there on stuff like that, and then using people such as like Sean and Mick and these guys, to do YouTube channels. That's free advertisement. That's not using a dime out of what they got off of ICO.
We're giving them free advertising right now. I mean, it's just, you're right. It's just social. It's just social. They're using their marketing dollars for real things. The little bit that they've started spending, they're attracting businesses that use WooCommerce. WooCommerce, that sound right? Yeah, because they're trying to stir up some of the business. They've got the plugins for it. It works great. They're spending a little bit of marketing on and getting the return on that. As far as getting other users, they've got all of us guys out here, talking Electroneum up and spreading the word, which is free for them and good for all of us, So I'm okay with what they're doing. I mean, I some of the things I wanted to be a little faster, but hey, it's a work in progress, and this stuff's not easy. This is a whole new market and platform and things like that, and so there's a lot of things that they are doing very well and as quickly as they can. So it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. So, anyways, well, I don't know, dude.
Well, that's about all
Probably
I
ought to
got.
call it a night unless you got.
There's not much
Yeah.
I even had to talk about tonight anyway, but you know what? We're just here to say, you know what? We haven't left. We're still in it. We're still holding strong. We're not going anywhere soon. So,
And we feel feel the pain.
Yeah. We're just
Feel the pain.
gritting our
All the
teeth.
rest of
We're
your
gritting our
fellow.
teeth the same way. Yeah.
And but we're not selling. So just keep on holding on. You know, tomorrow's a new day, and maybe just, you know, put your stuff away and forget about it for a week. I mean, honestly, I haven't paid a lot of attention to it the last couple of weeks because I've been so busy. I mean, I still on a daily basis check it, you know, a little bit here and there, and but I don't check nearly as much as I used to, just because I know we're in a slump, and one of these days we'll come out of the slump, and it won't matter because I've still got my coins. I didn't sell them. I'm not gonna have regrets that way, you know. So
Right.
just keep plugging away day by day. Don't quit your job.
No, not yet. Definitely not yet.
So, yeah. Anyways, it's coming. It's coming. We're going to see big things coming. I think 2019 might be a really good year, especially for Electroneum. I don't know how the rest is going to pan out yet, but I feel it'll be a good year for everything. But we'll see. You know,
Yeah.
Those institutions and stuff buying up all the coins, and you know they're going to start controlling, I think, what happens with some of it too as well. You know, so
Yeah.
but they're there to make a profit. They want the coins to go up.
Yeah, they are. So, but they're the same thing. They're still putting their foundation in. They're still putting their legwork in. So,
yep. So, anyway, okay. Well, I think that's it for tonight, huh, Vance?
yeah, that's it for me.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a few weeks, but we try to be here every Wednesday night, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Good night, everyone.